We all load into games sometimes, see that the teams are in no way balanced, and wonder to ourselves, how am I going to carry my brain dead teammates to victory? Hey guys, Seabro here, and in this video I will discuss how to carry uncarryable games. Let's jump straight into the video. Okay, so first tip I have is to position according to where your team is playing, not according to where you want to be playing. What do I mean by this? Well, often players know where they want to take fights in order to get an extra attack or in order to hold the enemy in an advantageous position. And whilst this is useful knowledge, if your teammates are playing somewhere else, then you are still playing out of position. I had a good example of this in a game recently, but sadly I was not recording. We had just won a fight, but it was time to back off. The enemy Anna had got away, and their respawns were coming in. In the corner of my eye, I see our Lucio yeeting forwards trying to chase down the enemy Anna. Realised that they messed up and tried to get the hell back to our team before being deleted. At the time, my reaction was, oh my god, our Lucio is feeding. But reviewing it afterwards, I thought to myself, what if I had pushed forward with our Lucio? Then we could have both gotten out. Another example I see often is healers playing really far back. They don't want their tanks to push out of their line of sight, but if the team does go out of their line of sight, then they need to be ready to adjust so that they can continue to heal. The same applies vice versa. If you are a tank, if your healers are playing somewhere where you don't want them to play, then you still need to position accordingly. My second tip is to keep your comms basic, constructive, and try not to anger your teammates. Sadly, in any video game, people don't think that they are bad. Everyone thinks that they are one of the best people in the match, so putting your teammates down and instructing them that your dead grandmother could play better will only make your teammates rage and play worse. It's also just a dickhead move. Just be nice in your games, okay? If someone is making a really bad mistake constantly, then try not to dwell on the past mistakes, but phrase it as a, could you please do this in the future? And try to take the blame away from them. For example, if your Mercy isn't pocketing your Farah, instead of saying, Mercy, why aren't you pocketing me like you should be doing? Then say, hey Mercy, I'm really struggling to get much value. Could you please heal me next fight? Not only will you be more successful in persuading them and win more games, you will also be playing your part in making Overwatch a much nicer place. Go you! My third tip is to adjust how you're playing your hero or switch heroes. Some heroes have much higher carry potential than others. Do try to minimise the damage that you do to your team's composition. Don't try to carry your games by making it insanely hard for the rest of your team to get any value. But a change in a hero or change in playstyle might be what you need to change the tide of the game. Some Overwatch heroes are enablers, and what I mean by this is they help your teammates get value, but they don't get much value themselves. And this is problematic if your team doesn't get that value. For example, Orisa doesn't get much value herself, but her ult and her shield helps her team stay safe and get picks. But if your team are not using a shield, aren't hitting the targets when you are behind the shield, or aren't comboing with your ult, then you will probably get more value by switching to Winston, Hammond or Roadhog. If you are playing Sigma and you are stacking your shield with the Orisa, but you are losing the shield war because your DPS aren't targeting the enemy shield, then you might want to consider changing your playstyle to play split much more often to get aggressive angles. My fourth tip is to suggest cheese comps. I feel absolutely disgusting for suggesting this, but there is a reason people hate cheese compositions. They require no skill and are really easy to pull off and get a lot of value. Perfect for when your team is worse than the enemy's team. Your team might not want to go down this route, but it can definitely be worth suggesting. My last tip is to find the biggest problem in your game and try to fix it. You are not your teammate's coach and they haven't asked you for coaching, so don't be that guy. But you can do your best to fix the issues that your team is having. You shouldn't try to fix every problem, but if you notice that your team aren't focusing targets, then screaming down the mic what targets you want everyone to focus can improve your team performance massively. If your healers keep dying at the start of every fight, because the enemy tracer keeps flanking and they are getting no pill, then try pilling for your healers, even if it's not your job. This can change the outcome of a match massively. Don't try to fix everything though, or you will end up fixing nothing. That is it for this video. I hope you learned something. Feel free to check out my channel for more Overwatch educational content, and please do remember to hit that subscribe button. If you have any requests for what video I should do next, or think I have missed any tips in this video, then don't be shy, hit me up in the comments below. Love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye friends.